Hello, welcome, I'm Diablo and today I'm bringing you episode number 4 of my Road to Glory on the Fantasy Premier League, and it's the best part of it, the first reveal of the draft. Yes, my first draft team. This is where all the excitement starts. This is where we see if I'm good, bad or just plain awful. I think it's a balanced side. I think there is some questionable decisions in the actual side, and there's some decisions I need to make before I get into game week 1, so it's by far not the finished article, 100% not the finished article, but I think I've done pretty well. So let's start with goalkeepers. Fraser Forster and Raya. Raya for me was a little bit of a no-brainer when I looked at the first 5 fixtures. I don't think there's anything really troublesome there. Okay, we can argue Leicester City, Manchester United, but after that we've got Fulham, Everton, Palace. I think he's going to get me some points. I think he's going to be solid. I think he's a very key player for Brentford. Fraser, well, let's be honest, Lloris is probably going to pull a hamstring, break a toenail, crack a finger, and he'll get some game time if needed, but you just don't know. It's a hard one to call, obviously. So the back line, the 5 defenders, well, they're all fullbacks for a start. I didn't go for a centre-back at all because my brain was telling me it's points orientated. This is where I could be making an absolute classic mistake. It's all points orientated. Look, Trent picks himself, he gets forward, he plays in a team that's good defensively, so clean sheets, doesn't concede a lot, attacking, takes free kicks. James and Chilwell, Chelsea are quite solid at the back. I did think about Mendy in goal, to be honest. That would have been a nice little triangle. Solid at the back, probably couldn't do it financially. Stop digressing, John. Solid at the back, they'll get forward, they'll get points. Cancelo, does he need any introduction? No, because he'll bomb forward, he'll get points, he'll get massive points, and again he plays with a solid back line. The only questionable one, Darlow. Darlow is the questionable one. 100% Darlow is a questionable one. Anyway, midfield. I think this picks itself. Look, Salah's going to be in every single draft, let's be honest. Luis Diaz, to me, was a no-brainer. He came in, he done so well. Now with Mane gone, he's going to be a regular starter, and I can see him scoring a lot of points. I really, really can. Rashford, look, I looked at it this way. God-awful season with Ralph Ragnack. He needed some form of redemption. Never going to leave the club. So I foresee him having a fantastic season, to be honest. Prayer, he's left Manchester United. He's gone to Fulham. He's going to be starting. He's playing in that number 10 role behind Mitrovic. I can see him getting some points. I'm not saying he's spectacular, but if I need someone to score points or play, he'll be there. Colback, quite simply, I think he's going to get the most amount of minutes out of the midfielders in that price range, if I'm honest. Front 3. Okay, so this is probably everybody's front 3 minus Archer. Archer is just there because, honestly, I didn't know who else to pick. That's all I can say on that one. Gabrielle J Zeus. Okay, look, we could talk forever about Haaland, but I don't want to. He picks himself to a degree. J Zeus. I liked him when he was Manchester City. As much as I hate Manchester City, I liked him when he was at Manchester City, as my phone beeps. I liked him when he was at Man City. I think he's got a lot to offer. I think he's going to fit really, really well with the Arsenal way, and I think he's going to score a fair amount of goals. I'm not going to say a lot of goals, but I think he's going to score a fair amount of goals. Haaland, look, Haaland picks himself. That's a no-brainer to a degree. It's a no-brainer. But I do have some worries about my team. I'm not saying I'm perfect by a long way. You probably sitting there looking at this team thinking, yep, you're not even going to finish in the top 250,000. You're that rubbish. Which, do you know what? I'll take on board and probably agree with you to some extent. Now, I've outlined the players that I've questioned myself about and I'm questioning going into week 1. Haaland, will he hit the ground running? A tough start against West Ham? That's not going to be an easy fixture. Look, I can see that easily being a draw or even West Ham nicking it at home. It's one of those funny games. It really is. Rashford, am I putting too much faith in the fact that he needs redemption? Darlow, am I being a little bit clueless? Cancelo, is there better options? I look at Diaz. I look at Laporte. Cheaper. I even looked at Kabali. I'm not even sure why I looked at Kabali, but it was 5.5 as a replacement. But I don't know. I look at all the prices every day, and I question myself. Chilwell, I question that choice. I think there could be better options. I look at Matty Cash. He could be a better option. Raya. I look at Mendy. Oh, I don't know. There's too many choices. Way too many choices. There really is. I feel that Matty Cash could be a good replacement for Chilwell. I feel perhaps I could save some money on Cancelo and perhaps look at a Mendy, perhaps look at a Edison, perhaps look at an Alisson, or am I putting too much into a goalkeeper? Darlow, I'll be honest, I'm a little bit lost. I'm not really lost. I know why I put him in there. Wan-Bissaka's not going to get that many game minutes because ETH wants to get rid of him, sell him on. He does want to bring someone else in, Dumfries from Inter Milan, but he needs to get rid of Wan-Bissaka. Why they just don't do a straight swap deal is beyond me. Again, with Rashford, the redemption thing. Am I letting that play too much in my mind? Who knows? At the end of the day, look, this is the first draft. I've built many, many drafts around this draft. I've changed it many, many, many times, but this is the original draft. I've got a lot of work to do. I know that. Game week 1 is nearly upon us. There's not much time. Even though there's a fair amount of days, there's still not much time in my head. But I'm looking forward to it. And that's the whole point of it. So hopefully you look at my team. Please leave comments in the comment section below. What you think of my team? How bad do you think I'm actually going to do? How bad do you think my choices are? How bad my reasoning is for wanting to make changes? And yeah, I'll be interested to read those. So anyway, as normal, until, yes, you guessed it, next time.